Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So I received a questions from a Wing Chun friend asking me how come the Qigong stuff which is I'm talking about is so different from what he learned or read in the book. Okay, and so he asked me that is it what I present is something which I create, or it is based on the teaching from just a certain lineages and so forth. This is a good questions, and I decide to show you the following to let you guys see what is reality in the East. Okay, now we need to be really careful. Okay, today's world on Qigong, most people really have no idea what it is. That's why it cannot be brought to the university's lab. Okay, and a lot of claim in Qigong is simply cannot deliver. Okay, and this is a problem not only in the West, in the East is the same thing like that. Okay, and we need to know where to get the information, the proper one, and who to learn with or study with. Otherwise, it is a mess. Now, saying that, the book I wrote, the basic ancient Wing Chun Kuen art and science, is based on proper common denominator of the Chinese Qigong martial art practice or healing art practice. Okay, so that is where I base on the informations I share with everybody. And today I decide to share with you something which is will stunned many people probably, okay, or will disappoint many people. However, I think it is a time for the West to know this thing exists. Okay, and Qigong and the healing art and martial art is not mumbo jumbo woo woo stuff. The real grandmaster or expert on this area, such as Nan Huaijing and many. And today I like to introduce you to another expert, Grandmaster Wu Xingru. Okay, they are really scientific people. Okay, they know the practice and they be able to get result. Okay, so there are many of them in the East, but all these people, they are low-key people because they are real scholar and real practitioner. Okay, and it is this group of people which let the art or the science move on from one generation to the other generation. It's not about money making and those things. Grandmaster Wu Xingru is a Buddhist. Okay, and this book is for medicine Buddhist sutras research. Okay, and he have made different. He have wrote different books. Okay, so we want to know, or we better know that there are many expert in the East in the past generations, and of course in this generations. I don't know much. I just present what it is their teaching is about. Okay, and if you look at today's most the Qi in the martial art and internal art and so forth, it is quite a mess. And that's why today I want to show you a writing of Grandmaster Wu Xingru. Okay, instead of using Grandmaster Nan Huaijing always, I let you guys see, in the East, they are expert. And here, with this Wing Chun West, I'm stuck in the West, okay? You call it the Western United States or the Western part of the world. In reference to the East, to Asia, okay? Since this is California, this is the West Coast, okay? This Wing Chun West, since I studied, I like to base on this real grandmaster of the Asia, also like the real physicist, Sir Isaac Newton, and not putting my own alibi or my own view inside the topic, because I'm not studying a lineage. I am presenting an education, because these educations will be really useful for human being when this era get into the artificial intelligence, AI era, when machine will replace a lot of human works. We need this, okay? 10 years later, 20 years later, 50 years later, 100 years later, we human need this kind of stuff. And we don't want to go start from the scratch. It will be too late if you do that, okay? Because for our health, for our balanced living, we need this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's start. The first thing, what I like to share with you is this. Okay, this is the definitions of the true practitioner of Qigong. And this is the bottom line, okay? Whatever people say out there, people can say anything they want, but this is the bottom line, which if you're interested in Qigong and the martial art type of training, or the healing part, you need, or the energy work, you need to know this, okay? So let's start with this, okay? Now, Qi, okay, Qi. Qi is defined as a smooth, fine, slow, high capacity, or in other words, it's a low abs breathing, or a very high amplitude diaphragmatic breathing, natural state of breathing. So Qi is meaning, Qi is actually, this is the Chinese character Qi, like Qigong Qi. This is actually a state of breathing. So in order to practice Qigong, one need to get into this state of breathing, okay? So this state of breathing have the characteristics, which is smooth, fine, slow, high capacity, meaning that the diaphragm move a lot, okay? Low abs breathing, and it has to be natural. So anybody who talk about practice Qigong, if one not be able to get into this state, forget about it, okay? Because that's the reason why Qigong is called Qigong, is meaning one need to get into this this state. One need to recognize this state exists, and what is it, and practice Qigong that way. So as here, okay, Qigong here, this Chinese way of writing Qigong. Qigong here is the training based on Qi state of breathing, okay? Training based on the Qi state of training. So we cannot just say what we want or speculate what we want. It's very specific, okay? So the Chinese say 内练一口气. Internally, we train or develop the Qi, okay? That is what it is about, okay? And then as we know that the qi 成丹田 or 心气 to 丹田, it just means that one get into this state and one be able to have a very high capacity or high volume of oxygen intake, and then exhale, okay, or exhale whatever in our body, okay, the toxic or whatever in the body. So it rely on the high capacity of breathing. Okay, so sinking qi to dantian meaning high capacity of breathing, and it is given that this is dealing with have inhaled a lot of oxygen. Okay, so that is what qi and qi gong is about. This is the bottom line. Okay, now we need to understand that breathing have three phases. Three phases of breathing. As soon as you are human, there are three phases of the breathing. So this is the inhale state, inhale phase, okay? And this is the exhale phase. The inhale phase is called na. The exhale phase is called tu, okay? And qigong is always also called tu na fa, meaning the method of exhale and inhale. That's qigong. And there's the third state in the breathing, which is the rest state. This is called xi in Chinese. Okay, so you got it. This is the three phase in breathing: inhale, exhale, and rest. Okay, and qigong is actually a skill on inhale and exhale. Now, here, okay. Qigong is actually a practice of inhale and exhale. Okay? It say nothing about this thing, this rest state. Okay? Now, for the training or development of this rest state, you notice that this rest state and this get longer, this is shorter, this longer. It is called 调息 or tuning the rest state. Okay, 调息 tuning the rest state. Okay, now anybody who want to train the qi, the pre-birth qi as what they talk about, okay, or kundalini, or enter into the samadhi, has to train the tuning of rest. It's not this, okay, it's not this qigong here, inhale, exhale, it's this thing. Okay, so this is the basic I like you guys to have, okay, because that is the bottom line. We need to be clear. It's not that we can accept anybody's define whatever qi they want, or xing qi, I can issue power, all those kind of stuff. Forget about those things, okay? One need to know this what I just show you, okay? Now I want to bring you to look at Master Wu Xingru's writing on Qigong. Okay, so here it said that Qigong 习道定功之分析. Okay, it means that this is the analysis, the difference between Qigong, the rest Dao, okay, Dao, okay, this is like Dao De Jing Dao, okay, okay, the Lao Zhi Dao De Jing Dao, okay, Dao, okay, like the Dao Jeet Kune Do Dao, okay, rest Dao, Ding Gong, this is Samadhi, okay, or stillness, okay, or Samadhi, okay. So this is an analysis. This small, short writing is about the analysis of the Qigong, the Tao of tuning the rest, and then the Samadhi. Okay, this is highly analytical, and it has its process inside there, and that's why I pull this out to show you all in the West. This thing exists. Okay, here you say that Qigong 习道定功怎样分析呢? So the question is, so how are we going to analyze between Qigong the Tao of tuning the rest and samadhi. Okay, so here it said 气功的功夫在做呼出吸入的气上，练水谷的精气。Okay, so he said that the training of qigong is in the inhale and exhale, the breath, okay, which is the inhale exhale, and the nutrition, which is from your food. Okay, so that is the bottom line of qigong, what qigong do. Okay, now so he say here 调气或治病 regulate the qi, okay, or this state of breathing, or treating or healing sickness. Okay, 这是修习道的初步功夫. This is the first step of cultivating or training in the tuning the rest Tao. Okay, so in other words, this thing that this type of qigong. So what is qigong? Qigong is working with your inhale and exhale. Of course, it involves oxygen, and then also the nutrient which is from your food. Okay, if you don't eat no nutrient, that you cannot do qigong. Okay, so you have the oxygen here and the nutrient from the food, and this is the first step, okay, of all of this. Okay, so that's qigong. Now here he said that 习道的习字包括呼出、吸入和呼吸转换的中间一息而言。So he said about tuning breath, it includes inhale, exhale, and the intermediate between inhale, exhale. So this is what it is. You have inhale, exhale, you have this rest period, and then inhale, exhale. Okay, so that is the training of the tuning rest. Okay, now over here he said that that 这个道比不得功. Okay, so it means that there's a difference between the Dao and the Gong. Okay, here it said Qi Gong. Okay, Qi Gong. Okay, and here it said the Dao of cultivating the rest. Okay, now so here it said 功是由作为. Okay, Gong meaning there are some manipulations. Dao 是顺自然的. Dao is accord or following to the nature. Okay, and then okay, so he said Dao is accord to the nature. So he said that, however, here 这一种顺自然也不是任其自流，而是自有其规律. So this is mean that following or accord to the nature is not just randomly let it be whatever. It has a rhythm. Okay, so let me explain to you, give you an analogy, then it's very simple, you understand. Like this pendulum. Okay, so Dao mean is like this pendulum. Okay, it swing and it has its own frequency and its rhythm. Okay, and the Dao is not like it's sitting around like that doing nothing or doing different stuff. Okay, those are not the Dao it is talking about. So the Dao meaning that it is the natural act of those which have the frequency and the timing and the rhythm. Okay, now for the Gong is like moving, have some kind of moving of this pendulum. So I use my hand to move this pendulum. Okay, so this is Gong. Okay, and this is Dao. it just moves by itself. Okay, so one want to follow this rhythm or this timing or this frequency, okay, or this nature when one practice the Dao stuff. And the gong is you have certain manipulation or man-made handling here. Okay, however, Dao is not like anything. Okay, it is not anything. It's very specific, even the Dao or the nature. Okay, you know this has to be really careful and understand clearly. Okay, now, so the process is here. 做好了气功才好谈习道，做好了习道才好学定。So here he said that one need to be able to train and develop in the Qigong. Only after that one can get to the training of the Dao of tuning the rest. And only after be able to handle the tuning the rest, then one can enter training on the Samadhi. Okay, so this is the process. You have the Qigong, and then the Dao or the training of the rest, and then after that you can enter the Samadhi. There's a process here. Okay, and Qi here, as is defined, is oxygen and the nutrient from your food. Okay, and rest is you including this thing. Okay, now is this clear? So here he said that 这三种不首先分析清楚. If one do not make sure one is clear on this thing, 脑筋里糊糊涂涂. The mind is confused, okay? 从开始做功夫的学习起，便是乱七八糟. If one is so in other words, they say that he say that if one do not clear out what's going on and is just confused and fuzzy, then from the beginning it's already pretty screwed up, okay? 加以指导的人自先摸不清。知不辨是气还是习. He said that if you get people who are the instructor or the teacher who himself or herself have no idea what's going on, okay, confused also, then not be able to identify whether it is a breathing, inhale, exhale, or the the rest, okay, the inhale, exhale. So this meaning that knowing the three phase of the breathing, this guy is just like the inhale, exhale, the focus on that thing. And in order to develop the C or the tuning the rest, one need to know the three phase of the breathing. Now, if one have no idea of this, then it is hopeless, okay? So one need to be, one need to clearly analyze this stuff, okay? So this is the facts, okay? And you look around, people who talk about Qigong, they talk about all kinds of mysterious stuff like Qi, Kundalini, Samadhi, and everything, and then all kind of stuff. But they don't even know the difference between the three phase of the breathing, what Qigong is about, the training of inhale, exhale, and where is the Kundalini surface or the energy surface, or how can one get into Samadhi, the basic stuff. There's no way to train anything, okay? So everybody is just keeping talking, okay? But really, one don't even know what's going on, okay? So there's a Zen saying, okay? He say a dumb person teaching another dumb person, okay? And one person is the teacher, but both have no idea what it is. And the dumb sifu going down to the hell, where do you think the student will end up? Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so like for example, you know, I keep talking about Anapanasati. This is Anapanasati Sutta. Okay, this Anapanasati Sutta, and this is in the Sutta. He said that this is 身是气所作 body. Okay, and here's about qi. Remember that state? We talk about the breathing. Okay, the state of the breathing. And then over here, another sutra, xi. It mentions xi right away here. So there's a qi and xi. They are different. Okay, you can look at this. Okay, I just like you guys, so whoever have the Chinese can look at this thing. Okay. So if you want to study, practice samadhi, okay, then one need to know there exists of this tuning of the rest. Okay, here tuning of the rest. Okay, this is the ding, gong. This is ding, gong. Okay, here, this is gong. This is ding. Okay, so I'll let you guys see it. Okay. Put it here just so you can see the whole thing, entire thing. So one need to know this stuff if you want really to study Qigong instead of like a religion or a cult. You just go advertise whatever it is and just mess up everybody. Okay, that's the reason why often I say this guy don't know what he's talking about. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, because this is all objective, systematic, very scientific things. Scientific means that you have a root cause and have a result. Okay, you have a cause and an effect. So if one want to practice Qigong, one better be able to handle enter to the Qi state and then handle. Okay, this training is in the exhale, inhale, the Tu Na Fa, like the 6 healing sound. It is a Tu Na Fa. Okay, you exhale the toxic, you inhale the oxygen. One way of saying that. Okay, or you inhale the carbon dioxide and you inhale, you exhale the carbon dioxide and you inhale the oxygen. And you can calculate actually the volume of between the fresh air going to the body and so forth, Okay, it's scientific stuff. That's Qigong. Okay, and then when you get to the higher level, you want to have your Kundalini or the Qi, the energy Qi. One need to practice the tuning the rest, the face, handling that face. Okay, and that is where also the mind get into the stillness. So people talk about Nimlik and mind power and everything, mindfulness. If one never get into this tuning the rest phase, one no idea what it is. Most of us, what good is to talk about all this mind powers, Nimlik stuff? One practically don't know. Also, if one is a drug user, opium user, how the heck one know that? Okay, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, and then if one want to get into the samadhi, so one need to have the Qigong, and then one need to have this training and tuning of the rest, and then enter into samadhi. Very clear state process is there. What need to be trained in each individual step or state is known. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal on all this chi stuff? The big deal is everybody's bullshit. Okay. So that's why for Wing Chun West, I dig all this thing up. You want to get result? You want to get the mainstream university science researcher to objectively objectively verify it, you better get this way. Okay? So this is what Qigong I'm talking about. This is what I wrote in the book. Okay? And this is what Wing Chun West I want it to base on. It is practically a nonsense if we base on some crazy stuff, or this grandmaster say this, that grandmaster say that, or somebody create their own term. Okay? So this is what I like to show with you today. I know it will be shocked with a lot of people. A lot of people, it will be shocked because they never expect this thing this clear. Okay? And it is known, if it's not follow this, you're not going to get result. This is 1,000 years of experience. Okay? And also, let's not bullshit other people on this Qigong. Sometimes it really feels hurt to see people who get sick, high blood pressure, and different kind of disease or sickness. They say, oh, you know what? You go practice Qigong, you can get healed, everything. But you look at that. What Qigong? There is no Qigong there. So how is all these people get healed? Like, for example, I have shared this story before. When I research in the six healing sound, it is not about six healing sound. And I know in China and so forth, people who have cancer, they're thinking, oh, if I go to study this six healing sound, I can get healed. And there are people who reject the Western medications. And there are people who's poor, cannot afford medication, and they go join one of this six healing sound group in some kinds of morning in the park, thinking, expecting, believing they will get healed. But for us who look at this, who know this, the element of Qigong, the key, and all these processes, we know there's suicide. And how can we lead other people to those kinds of suicide? That's why I think FDA should put a regulation for whoever training practice in Qigong, all these things, who teaching Qigong, everything. Okay, outlaw those kind of stuff, because you know that it is actually mislead people. Okay, and so as Wing Chun West, no way we want to accept those kind of things. Why? Your life and my life have no difference. You have a family, I have a family. You have people who love, I have people who love me. Okay? We are the same. We are not going to screw everybody on the down to the tube and playing this bullshit grandmaster game. Okay? There are many people who playing this bullshit grandmaster game. Okay? And enough is enough. So this is to share with you today. This is serious stuff, and I like you to know that in the China, yes, there are many good people there, master, grandmaster there, who really know this stuff, but they are low key. They are Buddhists, they are cultivating, they maybe live in the temple somewhere. They will not tell anything, but like this Grandmaster Wu Xingru, they wrote their thing, okay, so that to help other people. And like Grandmaster Ma Li Tang, who teach the six healing sound, and saying that, hey, this is not product for sales. This is for helping people. Okay, we want to study with this type of people, not all this big name making movies and all this bullshit stuff. Okay, and it is like a cancer in the Asia, and we don't want to bring this cancer to the West, and it's toxic and poison the innocent people. We don't want to do that. It's not right. We are today a civilized and highly educated human being. We need to learn how to care for other people. Okay, so this is to share with you today.